Okay, so today I want to talk about what is Phuket like at this moment. So today is July 1st, and I have been to Phuket 3 or 4 times over the past month and a half and stayed for a few days at a time with a project that I'm doing. So I got to see Phuket during a time that I really rarely ever go. June, end of May and June. I never really go to Phuket. So, yeah, over all these years, I don't think I've ever been there in May and June. Anyway, so some of you might be considering to come here to Thailand during this time, and you want to know, like, what is Phuket like? Is it absolutely empty? In a way you could consider it empty as far as like what tourists usually do, and yeah, during the daytimes. I mean, I would say it's basically empty. It's basically low season, like it is, right? May to November, beginning of November. But there's a heck of a lot of people in Phuket right now. Like you go to Patong Beach right now. Oh, this table's gonna drive me crazy. You go to Patong Beach right now, and it is packed. It's hard to ride a motorbike down the street. It's dangerous. It's just packed with people, cars, motorbikes, songtaos, taxis, people walking the street. I mean, it's overflowing. This is middle of the day, like on a weekday or whatever. It's packed with people. And this is really weird for me because I thought it'd be slower than usual. And if this is low season, I wonder what high season is like. Like before May, I wonder what happened over there. It must have been nuts. I looked at Google Trends and I looked at, the word Phuket to see, like, is it trending again? Are there a lot of people, looking for information about Phuket in Google? And it's coming back. It came back up already. It's on the way down as the low season hit. But where it came up to was pretty much even with the low end of what happened before COVID. So yeah, Phuket is back. Phuket is back. I wouldn't say normal because there's very few Chinese tourists, right? This is all Russian tourists. All people from Russia, Ukraine, that area. They all came down here. I mean, I don't know if there was one time I didn't hear Russian spoken. I didn't hear English at all. American English or UK English, Australian English, not at all. I didn't interact, like I didn't go to tourist destinations, like I didn't go to clubs or anything like that, or bars or stuff like that, where I'm sure you would find a mix. This is just people that I saw on the street, people I saw at the beach, things like that. Because I went to all the beaches. I went to some of the islands. On the islands now there were some Chinese people. Chinese, I guess Korean, and Russian. Not very many Russians at all though. At the beaches, like that's why I say like it's crowded at the moment, and yet it isn't, because the beaches in Phuket, except for Patong, Kamala, Karon, all the beaches that are usually crowded are somewhat crowded still. Plenty of sand, like plenty of spaces on the beach between people at the moment, even in Patong. Patong's so huge anyway, that beach. Not that many people going to the beach, to lay out and stuff. There's plenty, but there's still quite a lot of space. At any of the other beaches, all around the island, they're virtually empty. You can consider them empty, except like Yanui Beach, which is just so beautiful that it always gets a certain amount of people. I mean, when it's high season, it's way packed. Yanui, Y-A space Nui, N-U-I. You should look that up. It's incredibly picturesque. So at the beaches, it's great. There's hardly anybody there. At the restaurants, moderate, you know? I did see some people from other countries, I thought, maybe not from Russia. I didn't hear them speak. But I ate at an Italian restaurant a number of times just because I love the pizza there. If you ever go, you got to go to this place. It's called Little Roma's. God. I'm not sure the exact area it's in, but it's near Surin Beach. It's near, what are those beaches up there? Near Banana Beach, sort of. I mean, you can get there on the way, you know, after Banana Beach, going south. I don't know the area. I'm not all that familiar with Phuket. I did get sort of familiar because I drove all around the entire island to every beach and saw all of them. So that was pretty cool, but I just don't remember, like, things don't stick in my head about areas in the center of the island. So this is like not right on a beach, it's towards the center. But it's called Little Roma's. The atmosphere is wonderful. They have nice music being piped over the speakers all over the place. A lot of outdoor seating, tons of it. Only had 2 people smoking the whole time. I mean, I went there about 8 times. 2 people smoking only 1 time. So it's not like filled with smokers on the outside. It was nice to sit there. The pizza is just mind-blowing. The crust isn't perfect, but it's good. It's chewy crust. Oh, it's really everything about that pizza, except the crust is not perfect. The sauce is perfect. The cheese is great. I wouldn't say perfect. It's great. They put a little basil leaf on there every now and then. It's good. It adds to it, I think. The way the crust and cheese is done, like cooked through, oh, really well, really perfect. Wood-fired oven, supposedly. It's a huge oven. I didn't really look at it when I went in there. I did eat inside one time just to see what it was like. Wow. There's no atmosphere like that in Krabi anywhere. And I've never seen it in Phuket like this nice. It's really quite wild to look inside. You'll feel like you're in a big city like New York or something. It's quite well done. Yeah, so to top it off, all I'm talking about is a pizza, right? To top it off, on Mondays is buy one, get one free. So you can buy one, eat one there, and take one home of the same kind for free, or pay a little extra if you get extra topping or whatever. But man, I did that too. Had it for breakfast the next morning. The crust is even chewier. I'd say the crust is better the second day. And of course, cheese always is. And the sauce was nice. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna go back just for that. I have to go back anyway pretty soon, maybe next week. So Phuket at the moment, the roads are crowded. At rush hour, the roads in Phuket, I think, are always crowded. It's just a madhouse. I don't know where everybody lives, but even on like the outside roads, like towards Kata and stuff, packed. And then if it's raining, it's so much worse, because some people are driving slow, some are going even faster in the rain. Motorbikes are going faster, or they're pulled off on the side of the road and you almost hit them because they're in like the motorbike lane. I mean, when it rains hard, it's really a mess. And I wasn't ready for it. I didn't have the right raincoat. My helmet was leaking. I'm trying to look at the maps to book a hotel while the rain is dripping on my phone. It killed my phone. I think I threw it. I already threw it in the box. Killed my Samsung phone. I was like, screw this. I'll just buy an iPhone. They're virtually waterproof, right? I bought the iPhone. Then I didn't have to worry about a camera, because the camera on the iPhone 14 is just iPhone 14. What do I have? Plus. It's just amazing. It's really quite good. It's only 12 megapixel, but it's quite good. So I didn't have to bring my camera the next time, that I went to Phuket. So, yeah. Super crowded at rush hours. No fun to be there at all at rush hour on the motorbike or in a car or anything. Dangerous as hell the way people drive there. The difference between Krabi and Phuket and the way people drive is like, people here drive like a 2 out of 10 as far as dangerous. In Phuket, it's 10. It's 10 out of 10. People going super fast when they shouldn't be, going really fast and then slamming on brakes because everybody stopped in front of them. It's almost like driving in Washington, D.C. around the Beltway or something. I mean, it was just nuts. So not enjoyable like that. But outside of rush hour and on the weekends, well, on Sunday anyway, Saturday is still a lot of Thai people go to work. Sunday's pretty calm. So get up early in the morning. Like if you're going to the beaches and stuff, get up early, get out there by 8 o'clock, and you'll miss most of the traffic, unless it's a weekday rush hour. Amazing number of restaurants, and all the hotels seem to be open. Some of the beach hotels, the beach clubs and restaurants have closed. They couldn't make it through COVID. Some of them were closed by the military. Same with the islands. Some of those have closed completely, and some have opened up as under new names. So just check Google Maps before you go. Yeah, that's basically it. Just wanted to tell you, Phuket has more people in this low season right now than I've ever seen, but only in Patong Beach. Patong, the whole Patong is just a mess. Phuket town is a mess at rush hours. Otherwise, it's pretty okay to drive around. And then all the other parts of the island are okay to drive around when it's not rush hour or lunch. Because at lunch, many people like hit the road and go find something. It's like they never heard of the delivery services. All right, hope that helps you if you're considering going to Phuket right now. If you come to Krabi, it's absolutely empty. We have sort of a rush hour, but you'll get through that in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes of traffic, whichever way it's bad, it's never really bad. So, yeah, the difference, like I'm really struck by the difference between Krabi and Phuket is remarkable at the moment. And then also the visitors, we have some Chinese people I saw at the hill when I exercised. Yeah, there were a couple Russians as well. So I guess what I'm saying is the Russians are here, like they moved here. They moved here to stay long term. They want to get past the war or whatever. They're just here to exist and to survive. So they're not really going to all the tourist places. They're not spending huge money. They're not like filling the malls, and like buying everything, and like it's not like a vacation. They're here just, to escape, really, I think, for a better place to be at the moment, right? And same with Ukrainians. So it's a weird situation. Anyway, I just want to tell you about that. Hope this microphone worked well. I didn't use any external mic with it. Hopefully on the iPhone it works good enough. All right, take care. Best of life, best of luck. All right, cheers.